Right guys, it's me again from Canoe Bushcraft. I've come back to the wood that you saw in my last video to see what I can knock up out of this cane that which I found that time. So I've cut down 6 lengths of it. Well, I sawed down 6 lengths of it with my my Laplander. They're around 6 foot lengths, so I'm going to see what I can knock up in the next hour or so. I've got a couple of ideas of some of the bits I want to have a go at making, so yeah, so I'm going to get back to you on that once I start cutting them to the sizes that I want. All I'm going to be using is my Laplander and the little hatchet, and obviously well, today I've actually bought the Chris Grant knife, which is a bit bigger than my normal day knife, but I thought I'd just bring it for a change, and you can see how I wear it. I wear it on this Landlard over one arm. I can swing this around wherever I want it. It's quite, I just find it really handy, if I'm sat down, it's not sticking in the dirt, and I've got access to it wherever I want, put it out of the way, job's good, so yeah. Anyway, get back to you soon, see what I can knock up out of this stuff. Cool. Right guys, got something that I've knocked up pretty quick, hopefully you can see it, which is the figure 4 deadfall trap. Yeah, making it out of this is pretty easy. I mean, the cuts and all the rest of it are just so straight, which is great. And make a few sets of those up. They fold up nice. Just chuck them in your pack. You could carry a few of those around with you if you wanted to. Be quite cool. Only takes a couple of minutes really to knock them up. And yeah, how's your father? Yeah, pretty good. Very easy to let's try and zoom in a little bit further. There we go. I mean, these traps all over YouTube. I mean, you pretty much seen how to make them, but I will show you the cuts and that on them. I've actually got this one stuck into the ground, which I normally wouldn't have. I'd have it on a stone, which the stone itself would be level with the ground, so the deadfall hit the deck, didn't bounce off a raised stone or anything like that. And having them stuck in the ground like that doesn't, because depending on the size of the deadfall, you might end up hitting that centre support stick. So yeah, but yeah, so I haven't done any tweaks to it. You could shave off one side near where it joins here, and that makes it more sensitive, but yeah, it works pretty cool. So that's one little thing I can make out of this this sort of stuff. So catch you soon, see what else I can come up with. Right guys, just a little close up of the figure 4. Basically got a notch cut into that end. Okay, just shape it down. Got a notch in there, that would be a bait end, and a notch in this end here. Wait, there we go. And your upright stick, got a notch in there. So theoretically sits like so, like this. That end would fit into there, that fits up onto there. See if I can get it to, just by using the pressure of my fingers. Oh, there we go. So you get the idea. I mean, you've seen these. There's quite a few on YouTube. But I mean, these are pretty light. Like I said, you could quite easily carry some of these around. You know, just roll them up, stick them in your pack. There we go. And obviously that in there gets triggered. That's it. See if I can try and wedge it. There we go. Yeah. I think that's in shot. So as soon as this bit's moved, it collapses. That's what I say about not having this supported upright, because it will just stay there. The deadbolt can come down on top of that, and whatever it is you're after can escape. But that, you know, guys, wrap that in a, you know, cut the snare wires. So you've got your snares and you've got your deadbolt. You know, if you're out somewhere for a while, set up sort of, you know, 6 or 7 of these or what have you. But yeah, should be pretty good for the old squirrel, what have you, birds. Yeah, so pretty cool. Anyway, see what else I can sort out. Right guys, I'm just going to have a go at making a temporary rucksack type frame. Got 2 lengths at the moment, which basically like an A shape, and on it I've just used cable ties and I've cheated. What I've actually done is cut a notch. I don't know if you can actually see that at all. There we go, to support it, and I've cut another notch down here to take a crossbar at the actual bottom. It's just so weird trying to sort this camera out from backwards. Anyway, so I need to cut on the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just marking it with my knife and then sawing it. If I zoom out a little bit, maybe get the whole picture in. Wrong way. Right. So I'm just going to place it on the floor just to sort of get the width of the bottom I want of it. Okay. Right. I'll hit with my knife. Saw it with the Laplander. I'm not even sort of sawing halfway, just going down sort of say a quarter of the diameter of the cane itself. Then I'll tidy that up with a knife, just to the cuts, so it comes straight out nice and neat. Okay, right, and got something to bite onto there. That needs a bit of tweaking. I should do it. Right, now what I'm going to do is mark the notches on this cross piece. So roughly the width that I want it. Okay, so that looks alright. I'll turn it over. Cool, so I'll clean these bits out. Right, that bit's quite nice. Right, now let's mark these. So those bits almost done. Push these. Cool. So once I've practiced cable tie around these, what I'll do now obviously you could use any sort of cordage, natural cordage, all that kind of stuff, but like I say, it's just convenient for me at the moment. Don't worry, I'll be picking up the ends, taking them home. I won't be littering up the woodland. So basically that's that bit done. Job's good. Okay, because this stuff's so strong, I'm going to actually try something a bit more adventurous, as I've got plenty of cane. I'm actually, I don't know if you know what the, I know the GS Bergen has one, and the Alice pack. On the bottom of their back frame, they've actually got a shelf that comes out and goes up. So I'm actually going to see if I can actually pull that off. Have like a little shelf, just to help the load. Yeah, because I've never ever used anything like this before, but I've had a play and I found a waterproof jacket is ideal, because you can tie it up from the neck end up here, or the back end, you know, near the hood. Use the hood as a rucksack flap. Most hoods have like a drawstring on them, so you can tie them off, and obviously you've got the centre zip of the jacket, so you can open it up and get stuff in. With the sleeves, what I've done in the past is turned them inside out, push the sleeves into the jacket, but make sure they go, you know, when you push the sleeves in, imagine they're coming out here. You could always wrap them round to support here and knot it off, or add the sleeves in, but push them up inside. So basically, if you want to get anything out of the pack, quickly, you can just put your arm in the sleeve and pull out what you want, you know, keeping it watertight or what have you. But yeah, it's quite versatile. And most of the jackets, you know, they've got drawstring at the bottom which can be tied off, and you can get quite a lot depending on the size of the jacket. You can actually get quite a bit in there, you know, and then use cordage. You know, with this stuff I could bore a little hole in there and actually tie off the cordage for shoulder straps and so on. So I'm going to see if I can knock up the other bit, this little shelf, see if I can pull it off or not. So yeah, I'll get back to you. But as soon as I've brainstormed it, then I'll switch it back on and we can have a look. Gushty. Right guys, right. I'll show what I've done in a mo. Just get this tie on. I hate cutting these with my knife. Bloody plastic. I've got my multi-tool, but I can't be arsed getting up. Anyway, well, this is what I've done so far. So there's the top end coming up the frame, and that's the beginnings of my shelf. Okay. Yep. What I'm going to do is stick a crossman on so I can pull it in as well at the same time across the bottom. That gives you the sort of idea. So here's the shelf, you know, on these bits going across. It goes up onto your back. Just a little bit of trimming, make it a bit more comfortable. And yeah, the job's a good one, I think. Alright, I need to get another length for this stuff. I'll run that on the inside. So it's about there. Cool. Tangled up in the trees. Right. What I could actually do is cut some notches in this crossbar as well, just to stop any kind of movement, but I'm not going to on this moment, this time. I will take some pictures once I've yeah, finished it. So it's pretty much finished now, so I'm not going to do any more. But right, there we go. My little 100-litre by the looks of it. rucksack frame, which yeah, should be pretty good. What I probably would do is have a on the base of the shelf. I probably would have another cross member in it, just strengthening it up. I mean, with some of the young ends of the cane, you could always have a couple of cross members in, just to give it a bit of a, you know, back support, make it a bit more comfortable, depending on what lumpy stuff you've got in your makeshift pack. But yeah, there we go. Thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, excellent. Right. I should pop that there. I'll take some stills of that later. But yeah, I mean, there's loads of other stuff. I thought about doing a bow today, but ideally what I'd like to have had was a length of ash that's like the centre core of the bow, and maybe about 4 lengths of that wrapped around the ash, then tied off. And that shouldn't be too bad, it shouldn't be too thick in the middle to hold on to the old bow itself. And the other thing I thought about doing was you know, like a fire torch, you know, get a decent size of some thicker stuff there, which is about 2 inches thick, you know. Split it into 4, not at the ends, just in the middles, and you can kind of push it down and it will open up. Shovel your tinder in it, and then that piece, you know, so only that length would be then, you know, tied into other stuff which is longer, you know, say about 3 lengths of it. So you've got your fire bundle there, if you like, and then it's supported into a longer shaft, you know, staff or what have you. But, I shan't be doing that today, and there's no caves around here or anything like that, so I don't know need for such things. But, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up all my little dodgy, crappy plastic ends, and probably have a brew, something to eat, cigarette, and have a look, see what else I can maybe knock up. But no, quite pleased with that.